It was a normal Thursday morning. Susan was sitting in her chair, drinking tea, scanning the internet. I was in my chair, looking at the internet, looking for some interesting videos, when a Georgia Power truck pulls up out front of the house. Pickup truck. Nice young man gets out, comes around. I figure, he's got a meter in his hand. And I figure, okay, well, they're going to swap out the meter, but they've been putting smart meters and smarter meters on the houses in the neighborhood. So I figured, well, it was our turn, no big deal. A few minutes go by, and he comes over and knocks on the door and says, "Can I see you a minute?" I said, "Sure." And so I went around with him there to the meter, and he said, "We got a problem." He said, the meter box, one of the lugs on the meter box is damaged. Looks like from heat, and it's going to have to be replaced. I can't get a good connection for your meter. Also, I'm hearing something. I think I'm hearing arcing inside the meter box. Now, this house is about 60 years old, maybe a little over. It's got the original screw-in fuse type fuse box. Oddly enough, didn't even know there were any of those still in existence. But we've never had a problem with it. But he says we got a heat indication at the office that there was an overheat in your box here. Makes us think that it's arcing or shorting out or something. So, okay. So he gets on the phone to his supervisor. Supervisor says, "You have to disconnect the power right now." So that's a fire hazard. And he says, I'm sorry. I wish I could do anything for you, but it's, I've got to disconnect it. And I said, "Okay, we'll do what you got to do." Well, fortunately, about 5 years ago, I bought a little generator for our camper, a little 2,000 watt, and it does the camper okay. And I dug it out of storage, and fortunately, I had put it upright with the right fuel in it, and it started right up. And I ran drop cords to the deep freezer and to the refrigerator, a couple lights. We had enough power left over for the internet, TV, a few little lamps, things like that. And our son knows an electrician, so we called him, and he was able to come out the same day. He was out there that afternoon, and he looked at everything, and he said, "Oh yeah, you got to upgrade this. This will have to be a new box. They won't let us just repair this. We've got to put a new meter box on it. It's got to have an outside cutoff, and you're going to have a new board inside with all new breakers and all that." I said, "Oh great." He said, "Well, we'll start getting the list together. We've got to go get a permit from the city of Smyrna." So they sent a guy over there to do that. And the days tick by. They come out and do some work and do more work, and finally get everything kind of about ready there. I didn't mention that Georgia Power came out and cut the wires off the pole, because it was the old type 3 individual wires, and it has to be upgraded to the new style to go with the new board and all that stuff. So, didn't mention also that Monday was a holiday, so we don't really get anything started again until that Tuesday. Meantime, we're working off the generator. The generator's a little champ. It's been doing great. And we're settling into life with generator power and nothing off the house. And it wasn't too bad. Finally, about Thursday, everything is done, and they say, "Okay, you can call the city of Smyrna to call the inspector to come out and do an inspection. And once that's done, then Georgia Power will pick up the power again." So he comes out, looks at everything, says, looks good for the rough inspection. Go ahead, we'll get in touch with Georgia Power, and they'll come out and hook you up." No, nice young man came out, looked at everything, and everybody that looks at it has a different idea of how it should have been done, and he wasn't really happy with the way it had been done, but he said, "Okay, well, we're going to give it a shot." And he ran a wire from the pole, and the new wire, and hooked it up on the house. He was a little concerned with the anchor on the house, that it was going to hold the weight of the wire. He said it's 300 pounds. And he left a lot of slack in it, so that, because he's going to have a pole crew come out and put a new pole in the yard to support the weight of this thing, so that it won't rip out of the house. And so now we have power. Yay! Only 8 days after they came and just shut us off with no warning. No way to prep. As it stands right now, we have power. We're still waiting on them to come put a pole in. But other than that, I think we're about ready for the final. But you just never know what's going to happen next. And like I said, it was just a normal Thursday morning. And boy, has it been an adventure. Thank God it wasn't too hot. We had one hot day because, of course, we didn't have any air conditioning. And this is Georgia in the summertime. Oh well, hope everybody else is having a great time. Everyone take care. Bye-bye.